Hey, I'm the Alchemist, and today we're going to dive into the overall economy of Israel. There are a lot of misconceptions about this country that occupies an important geographical location in the Middle East. First off, it's not just desert. It's also home to some of the world's most beautiful beaches and mountains on earth. And while Israel is one of the smallest countries in area, it has one of the fastest growing economies with a low unemployment rate and high GDP per capita. The economy of Israel is a developed free market. With the second largest number of startup companies in the world behind America's, it has an abundance for people who want to get into business or just start one themselves. Multinationals such as Microsoft and Apple have built their first overseas research centers right here, from where they're able to take advantage not only on taxes, but also because this country offers great incentives like no other, when you invest your money into something new and fresh. Let's talk about the trade and transportation of the country. Israel is an innovative and successful country that has managed to trade successfully, despite the lack of access it has had in regional markets. The main problem for Israel, though, have been large annual balance of trade deficits, which make them highly vulnerable financially when trading partners from Europe or America stop buying Israeli goods. When it comes to transportation, Israel is a country in which the highway system has been developed to facilitate modern, well-marked roads. Commercial and passenger services rely heavily on road transport for efficient service. Buses provide fast routes within cities as well as between them, with private taxis complementing these options by working every day of the week, when rail or bus lines are not operational due to Sabbath observance. Saturday provides an additional option where passengers can take sharettes instead of buses, taxis or private cars. Sharettes are shared taxis that operate on semi-fixed routes on Saturdays, where individual transport is not allowed due to Jewish religious law. Now let's discuss some of the major industries of Israel. Number 1, diamond industry. Israel is a technologically advanced country in the Middle East. The Israeli diamond industry has been one of its major pillars, amounting to 23% of all exports, with an emphasis on cutting and polishing minerals, such as coal, that are otherwise difficult for engines powering air flight or other machinery applications, because they're too hard. There's also recent news about natural gas discoveries off their coast, which could change how reliant this small state really needs to be, thanks at least partly due new fuel source alternative energy sources, like solar power, becoming much cheaper than fossil fuels lately. Number 2, manufacturing industry. Israel is a high-tech hub of the world. The country has seen rapid industrial growth since 1990 in science and technology-based industries such as electronics, advanced computer system software for weapons manufacturing, to name but few other significant products, which are now considered Israel's major export goods, apart from diamond cutting/polishing that also happens there. Number 3, tourism industry. Israel is a place of wonders. Tourists from all over the world come here to see what it has in store for them. From ancient religious sites like Jerusalem's Western Wall and Dome of the Rock, which house Judaism as well as Islam each respectively, to geographical diversity with its many different regions, such Bethlehem being one that stands out among others due its status an important Christian Arab city, where Jesus was born on Christmas Day. There's also plenty more than just historical attractions. Beaches along Israel's Mediterranean Sea coastline offer some stunning views, while those looking towards Mount Everest will have their minds blown by how close this country actually sits atop Asia. Number 4, power industry. The power industry in Israel is nationalized. They generate electricity principally from coal and oil burning thermal stations, but the government has encouraged intensive rural electrification by selling it at a discount rate for use on farms or industries that have generators nearby. The Israel Atomic Energy Commission was established in 1952 and began a comprehensive survey of their country's natural resources. They trained scientific personnel to work on nuclear research, which resulted in the completion of an American-built small reactor south Tel Aviv for use by scientists throughout Israeli society. In 1962 they opened up another facility called Negev Nuclear Research Center, where military weapons were researched using this newfound knowledge about atoms. Number 5, mineral resources. Israel has a rich mineral resources. The country's largest deposits of potash, magnesium and bromine come from the Dead Sea, while copper ore can be found in Galilee as well as some marble within Israel itself. Phosphates are also available around Negev, but all three minerals apart from petroleum have been discovered only recently after 50 years or more, with no major finds made until today. Number 6, agricultural industry. Israel is a country in the Middle East that has had a bit of agricultural-based economy for centuries. The 2% of GDP contributed by agriculture to total economic output makes it one of Israel's important sectors, contributing thousands jobs and millions worth annually with exports, including citrus fruits like grapefruits or oranges, but also greenhouses, which are used as part food production facilities growing vegetables, such as tomatoes. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more videos like that. Tell us in the comments section about how much you liked the video, and any topic that you would like to hear from us. Thank you, from The Alchemist.